today because it was kind of a last minute decision. Thanks to Robbie who reminded me, because I probably would not have got on.
A last minute decision to be on time.
Right. So nobody's here yet, but anybody that watches this afterward will hopefully hear this, and hopefully I've set it up that it's actually live. I don't see us yet, so
Yep, we're live.
Are we live?
We are live.
Excellent. Because I still can't see us.
Yep.
There we are. There we are. Okay. Got the chat opened up. Got the window open, guys. So now I'm ready. I got to make sure I'm looking at the right camera.
I never know how to open this up so I can see the whole chat.
I think if you click on the chat.
Did that.
Oh, I didn't want
Just opens
There we go.
Hi, Robbie and Sonia. Hi, Joy.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for the reminder, Robbie.
Yes. I was saying to Cindy, I said, good thing Robbie reminded us, because I was kind of busy working away on stuff and didn't even realize the time of day.
We are under the weather here again.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I keep looking that way, guys, it's because I've got the chat open over there so I could see it. I didn't bring my phone out.
Yeah, and I'm looking over there to see the house on the monitors because the children are inside.
We're out in my office out back, so yes, you did help. Anyway, yeah, we made it on. It's been a hectic couple weeks, as you guys know, between trying to deal with the rabbit situation, and of course I've still been working 7 days a week. I think 2 more days I will have hopefully 9 days off, and that will put me at just over a month straight working every day again. So
hello, Fisher of Men.
Yes, welcome in.
Yeah, so lots of work. Dealing with the rabbits, dealing with being sick, Christmas stuff, which everyone's busy with.
Yeah, I have no idea what we've got for Christmas. Cindy's been looking after it all. Very thankful for that.
He'll be surprised on Christmas morning like everybody else. You get to watch.
Yeah, true. It's usually the way it works. I usually end up just as surprised as the kids are.
Yeah, but he's been working for all the money to pay for the gifts, so I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, I did, however, buy myself something. I'm just waiting for it to show up on Amazon. Because I don't think we've talked about it on the live here, but I've got this room off the back of the shop. It's like a 12 by 16, and Cindy set it up for me as a surprise gift because it was her space, and she was, without me knowing it, because it went from her hobby room to a storage room. When I'm saying storage room, I was like wall-to-wall totes and everything else.
Stuff that won't fit in the house that's seasonal.
Right. And then when I guess with my schedule the way it was and stuff, I didn't even notice that she had totally emptied it out. And
I don't know how that happened, because there's a door with a glass window that goes right to the garage. Between
the shop and this office.
Yeah, just kept the lights down, like off in here, and then he never peeks. So
yeah. So anyway, I was all surprised that she had set it up for me, and now everything's kind of in place. So I've got a space to do editing, and I've got a space to do. I do a lot of stock stuff on the side and things like that. So it gives me a place to concentrate and work on things. But it's been cold out here, as you guys know. We get some pretty darn cold winters, and to run space heaters out here is quite expensive, and unfortunately the wood stove doesn't really heat this part of the building. So with all the overtime I was doing, I decided to buy myself a mini split heat pump. I've actually wired everything from the fuse panel, like there's a fuse panel, the breaker panel here in the shop. I run the wiring. I've got the disconnect in place. I've got the bracket in place. So I'm just waiting for the heat pump to show up.
You might want to explain what a mini split is, because I wouldn't have no idea.
Okay, so if you're not sure, a mini split heat pump is it runs on hydro, but it takes the heat and cooling out of the air. And because of our climate, I had to get a fairly good, efficient one. So the one I purchased is good to minus 30 degrees Celsius. So it will work in pretty extreme cold weather to still heat a space. So pretty excited about that. And it'll be my first time installing one. It gives me a chance to learn something new. And
Yeah, it'll be good to have. I'm
kind
glad
of
you got it.
a little reward, I suppose, for all the,
It makes this room usable. That's the whole point, right?
yes,
Year-round usable.
yeah, there is that as well.
Robbie, the weather today is beautiful.
In comparison, it's still
Yeah.
cold. Trust
It's
me.
cold,
I
but
was
it's
working
beautiful.
outside.
It's sunny. And yeah. So we had a couple days of thaw, and then it froze, so it's icy, but it's nice. It's not snowing, not raining, and we are going to have some zero, just above zero temperatures into the new year, looking at the forecast.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not complaining. Yeah, how's your weather? I'm sure a lot nicer. I'm happy with this for now. I think, what was it, yesterday or the day before, maybe the wind and the snow was just swirling around. It was like blizzard for a few minutes.
Yeah, we've had a few days where we've got some whiteouts and things like that, but for the most part, it really hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
We've been slowly trying to get some of the water heaters put away. Like what am I trying to say?
Water barrels.
Because a lot of the water barrels, we try to keep them going as long as we can into the winter by putting little heating elements in the water. It works for a while until it gets quite cold out, and
the top freezes over.
Yeah, because it's been cold enough here that 55-gallon barrels freeze solid now, and
yeah, thankfully this year we haven't had any freeze right through because it ruins the barrels, but so far we've been on top of it enough to keep that from happening.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't deal with it as early as we would have liked, but enough.
Yeah, it kind of gets away every year. It seems to be the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
So our progress, in case anybody's curious, Cindy's been working away on trying to appease the situation with the rabbits there. So we've slowly been selling off. What do we got now?
We have 6. We have 5 lops and 1 baby New Zealand meat rabbit.
So out of the 18 rabbits we had, we have only the 6 remaining. So we are slowly getting rid of them. And we also found out we have to make sure we don't sell the cages at the same time. We made a mistake there.
No, we can. They just want to follow up with those people.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, guys. It's gotten kind of crazy because we sold 4 rabbits with cages, and then we had a follow-up email where they wanted us to hand over the names of the people that bought the rabbits with the cages so they could follow up with them.
Which I didn't have that information anymore, so.
Yeah, nor were we going to share it, so.
So, yeah, now I took down the ad to sell them together, and we will sell them separate.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing that to other people.
No, exactly. Put you back on the screen there, dear.
Mm.
You're trying to slowly slide away.
I'm not going anywhere.
So Robbie says the high today is cool, 15 degrees Celsius.
That's nice. I would.
What are you talking about, Robbie? That's like shorts and t-shirt weather.
It's supposed to be 24. Oh, that's perfect weather. 24.
Yeah, 24 is ideal. I like anything around 20.
Well, I'm happy for you, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what it is here today.
It's cold, but it's not snowing.
No.
Happy with that.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
Hey, John, how are you? Christmas isn't supposed to be that warm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what our Christmas temperature is, but we should have a white Christmas because I don't think the snow on the ground's going anywhere. I don't know if we'll have any fresh snow, but.
Yeah. Well, let's hope not. So I think I gotta move that over just a slight bit. Didn't really get set up too well today.
Hello, Joker X King.
welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Putty Cat,
Putty
hello.
Cat. 25 or
Oh,
26 here in Florida for
Florida.
Christmas. You know
Very
what?
nice.
I'd be quite happy to spend my Christmas in Florida. I won't lie to you.
Or at least Florida weather would be fine.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so that's our rabbit update.
Yeah, that's where we are with that. So
Christmas is ready, basically.
if you say so.
I have to wrap some stuff, but I'm done shopping. I'm not going anywhere before Christmas, so
I'm slightly frustrated though because I haven't really got much for Cindy.
I don't need anything.
Yeah, well, Cindy insisted on getting me stuff, and I don't need anything either. My mouth doesn't want to work today. Too much time outside.
I really don't. The only shopping I enjoy doing is thrift shopping or dollar store shopping. So I don't really have much of a list.
Robbie says, I have 2 days left to deer hunt after Christmas, and it's going to be around 25. Yeah, they're not going to be moving too much, eh, Rob?
Yeah, are those 9 days off guaranteed?
Well, they're not guaranteed, guys. There is a chance they want to actually run 3 days during those holidays. Where I work, we have the stat holidays, and then they typically give us 3 or 4 other paid days that the company it's kind of like a bonus. So whether I'm there or not, I'll get paid. I'm salary anyway, but still. And then, but they do want to run production for 3 of those days, and they want to do some 5S cleanup work and things like that. So they put up for volunteers, and 3 of the days, 2 of the 3 days, one of the other supervisors has decided she would do those days. But there's still 1 day up for grabs, and I'm trying to keep out of it. I don't want it.
He's not grabbing.
I'm not grabbing, no. And the same with another fellow supervisor. He's not really interested in it either. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if one of us gets kind of pushed into having to go in. But at this point, I hope to be off. I locked the building up Tuesday night, and I hopefully won't have to go back in until the 2nd.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's my hope. So we'll see.
So what do you want to do with our space once we get the rabbits out of there? We'll have to rename it for one thing. It's our quabbitry.
Yeah, it's no longer be the quabbitry. But Putty Cat, I didn't actually answer your question, but earlier I was talking about I had bought myself a Christmas present for me. I bought myself a mini split heat pump for this room that we're actually sitting in right now, which is an office off the back of my shop. So it's like a 12 by 16 room that doesn't. I've got
paid a fortune up
front and get something more economical. Plus, that way I have the heating and cooling. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, I'm torn too. I don't see us like. I mean, if we really wanted to have a few rabbits, I could build some cages that are acceptable. I have some old cages that I had actually built previously, some hutches and stuff that they said I could use. But it's not just the cages, I guess. It's also all the other work that kind of made me go, you know what? Yeah. No.
They haven't been worth it for us because we don't really need more rabbit meat.
No.
We're on a high fat diet, and they're not a high fat meat.
Well, that's the other part, right? With the whole carnivore keto thing, you have to eat a lot more fat, and of course, rabbits are quite lean, as you guys probably all know. Yeah. So,
and especially over winter, dealing with all the waters and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It didn't seem worth all the extra work.
No.
Especially because you'd probably have them coming in to check every once in a while.
Just wrap them in bacon. Everything is good in bacon, Robbie.
There you go.
I could eat vegetables that way too.
Bacon wrapped bacon.
Yeah, the other reason I think I want to get rid of the rabbits is I really want to just shake off the whole government visit thing. I don't want them coming back So to check on things, and I'm sure they will, because
Yeah.
I mean, all they know, I could be hiding cages and rabbits somewhere anyway.
But
So,
after one or two visits where you're just not there,
yeah,
I doubt they'll keep checking.
once you're, it's like the tax people, right? Once you're on the radar, it's like, are you really off the radar? So we'll see.
Yeah. So far, we found good homes for the majority, 2/3 of them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have given us more time because we're showing progress. I don't even, like, they didn't give us a specific time, just keep updating them every time we make a few sales. And
Yeah,
so, as far as the cage size goes, all we have left is small rabbits, so that should be a plus.
yeah. Putty Cat. We had a visit from the provincial government, so not the federal level, but the provincial level, and somehow they showed up. We weren't home, and they didn't go anywhere, but they left a. I noticed on the door. Actually, I did a video about this. The last video I put out, and I had to call them back, and then they informed me that they wanted to check the bunnies on property, which of course I said to the gentleman, I said, "You mean the rabbits?" And he says, "Yeah, the bunnies on property." And I'm like, "Okay, the rabbits. All right." So, and they didn't schedule, they said they would pop back the next week because it was a Friday evening, which by the time I got back to them, and there was just a whole bunch of rules and regulations around the rabbits. They didn't look at anything else here. They was like a very directed visit.
Yeah, they weren't nosy. They were just focused on that one
Yeah,
thing,
so
doing their job.
for some reason, and I have to assume it's through YouTube or something like that, they knew we had the rabbits because, as you guys know, they're back in the quadratry. They're not out in the open. Nobody knows except for people that where we sell rabbits. But of course, when we sell rabbits, we also put links to our YouTube channel, um, so people can see. And I think maybe that kind of backfired on us. But of course, we had no idea that we weren't complying anyway. Um, so it's quite a learning.
Yeah, I think the cage modification was the biggest thing, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. Because they're okay opening it up, like 2 cages wide on the bottom, but having 2 rabbits together. So really, they don't have more space. It's just the one cage up that where their ears could go. It's not worth it.
Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, it was animal welfare, but at a provincial level, and basically, like I was saying, there's just a whole pile of rules now.
Yeah.
To have rabbits that we weren't aware of. Even the cages, like they told us that you can buy these cages, you can sell these cages, but
You can't
technically
use the
you can't really
cages for
use
what
them
they're meant
because
for.
yeah, because the rabbits need to be able to stand on their hind legs. They need to be able to stand up in the cage with ears erect and still not touch the top.
Which right now we have locks, so they don't put their ears up, so they should be okay.
Yeah.
We're not keeping them, but I mean, they should be okay.
Yeah, it's just I could have made the changes, and but it wasn't just the cages. I mean, having to put them on cardboard, having to supply toys. I
Lighting
mean,
on timers.
these aren't pets. This is a small working homestead type thing. We eat these animals, so yeah, it didn't make any sense to be putting your animals on cardboard instead of letting the feces go through the cages and things like that.
Yeah, because cleaning cages a couple times a week is already enough of a job without having to add.
Yeah, at the mess of a
cardboard.
cardboard. I mean, I can't imagine that the work just to go with that.
Yeah, I mean they were good. They saw they weren't abused. They saw they
Yeah, they
had
were.
shoes, wooden shoes.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, they pointed out the good things. Those cage requirements changed a few years ago, and
And we get there, these people are doing their job. Um, so whether or not I think that is a necessary job, but in some cases, I'm sure they came in here because of a complaint and had to follow through, like despite even their personal opinions, even if they felt everything was in order, they had to make sure it was totally in order. So I get that, it's still frustrating because even for them to comment on the positive things, that they probably felt,
Yeah,
even themselves, they probably felt that that was kind of maybe a bit of a waste of their time. But
for sure. Um, Regulations for chickens, I'm sure they exist. Hopefully, we're compliant. I believe we would be.
yeah, I don't
Shelter,
know.
they have everything, the roosts, the nesting boxes, and water is thawed out all the time.
Yeah, no, no search warrant, John. I don't even think they have to have one. I think they have enough authority that they can, because they can remove your animals even if I didn't respond or didn't comply. I think if I looked on the government website, it's potential for like 2 years in prison. Like
Now
it's
that is a
pretty
waste of.
crazy. But I mean, it's kind of like when you look at some of these other government people too. Like you get into like game wardens or Ministry of Transportation and things like that. It's almost like they have as much or more authority than the police officers do. So
Nice hat, Bert.
it is a nice hat. You know what?
It is.
It hangs out here in my office space, and because I don't want it to get wrecked. And and we were about to go live, and I said to Sydney, I said, I don't have a hat on. I said, there's a hat right there. It's perfect. Yeah, I really like your choice in the hats. I like the hats. I had
Yeah.
hats made a while back,
Oh, these are
and
nicer.
these are nicer hats. So
I like it. Yeah, so I don't think they would have needed a search warrant, but even if they did, if we were sticklers about it, it wouldn't have worked out in our favor
yeah,
to cause a fuss.
I won't lie to you guys, because you guys, there's the side of Cindy you see, and then there's the side of Cindy that just,
I've been quite honest that
okay,
I
here it
hate the
comes out.
word
Here it comes
comply.
out. So when we knew they were coming back, and I knew I was probably not going to be home, I said to Cindy, I said, be nice.
I
And
was nice because they were nice.
yeah, but and the reason also being is because you don't want to get into a confrontation with these people, and it turns into,
That's not the reason.
well, I didn't want you getting into a confrontation with them because I didn't want it to turn into something bigger, because then you get them, they start, then they'll start looking for other things. And not that I think there should be an issue, but I didn't expect there was for the rabbits. So I can't imagine if they started digging what they could come up with.
They
Right.
were nice. I was
So
nice. It's all good.
next thing you know, we'd be totally without animals.
Mm.
So yeah, good job. You kept your cool.
Well, that and the rabbits, I do kind of feel that they were more work than they were worth, so I don't care as much about getting rid of them. I think if I cared more, I'd put up more of a fuss, but
Yeah. So it was, like I said, it was quite the experience. I wasn't even the one dealing with them. I just kind of found out everything secondhand from Cindy. And of course, as you can see, I went back and pulled footage from all the different cameras around the property to use for the last video. But yeah, it's not a job I'd want to do. I have to admit, I don't think I'd want to be going to it, because I'm sure that most people are probably not very receptive, especially when you're dealing with farms, right? Because they're not.
I feel like they're probably carrying, but I feel like it's a bit of a dangerous situation. That's why they maybe show up in two different vehicles. I don't know. Because both times they came in two different vehicles. They don't travel together.
Yeah, it was very
It's
strange.
like backup. I don't know. I mean, there were no danger here, but they
Yeah.
probably do come into situations where
And,
people don't take kindly.
and I think I may have told this story, guys, but it was so strange because we were heading out to a small city nearby for our anniversary. We were doing some running around, and we stopped at Tim Hortons. And you guys may or may not be aware of what Tim Hortons is, but Tim Hortons is a Canadian
like
coffee chain,
It's
kind of
our
like your
version of Dunkin' Donuts.
it's yeah, it's like our version of Dunkin' Donuts. They're on every corner, literally. and the town we live in, or out the town that we live outside of, on our way toward the city, we stopped and got coffee at Tim Hortons, which is not something we normally do, but it was our anniversary, so it was almost like a treat. Pretty exciting, right? So anyway, I remember coming out of the Tim Hortons, or no, we were going through the drive-through,
Mhm.
and I saw these vans and I saw these people in uniforms, and I'm thinking, what are these guys? What are they? Who are they? And drove by and I saw the Ontario, which is the province we live in, on the side of the vans, and I saw the Ontario, like the government license plates. And I thought, okay, well, I don't know what they are, but I thought some kind of government outfit. And ironically, they were headed to our place at that time because when I look back at the camera footage for when they left the notice on the door, it was right around the time that we had left to go do our running around. So it was ironic to me that I had noticed them and was trying to figure out what they were. And here, had I been home about 10 minutes longer, I would have found out that day.
Now we know.
But yeah.
Putty Cat, they did not threaten to fine us monetarily. I'm sure that's an option. They didn't really say anything about the consequences. They just said, this is the requirements and you have this much time to meet them.
Yeah, they gave us a deadline was expired yesterday.
Yeah.
But because we were giving them updates via email, they did tell us that they would work with us.
Yeah,
at least
right.
To give us a little more time.
Yeah, they did say that the first day because
as long as we were showing progress.
They were nice. She was like, how much time do you need? And I'm like thinking, I don't know what you tell me what the time is. And so they gave us a couple weeks or whatever, but he's working 7 days a week. It's Christmas. There's been sickness and all that. So they were very understanding, and they did say as long as you're giving updates and making progress, we can give you more time to comply. I don't like the word comply.
Yeah, but that's the reality of it. That's what it is, right? You're giving in, and
in a way, I feel like getting rid of them is a little less compliance than just doing everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Welcome in, Ronnie. And Hair Twins. Welcome in. So yeah, so whether we want to use the words comply or not, that's what we're doing. But we're doing it in our own way. We're not. I
feel we're doing it in a way that benefits us more.
Yeah, because Cindy basically said to me, she goes, they're lucky I didn't just let them out of the pens in the yard right there.
What rabbits?
What rabbits here? Like, this is better for them, right?
But yeah, they were nice.
They
rules
weren't jerks about it. Now we'll see what comes of the whole issue, because like I said, the first 4 rabbits we got rid of. We got rid of with cages because I guess in our minds we were still complying. But we're
getting rid of the cages, which is legal.
They did email, and they wanted contact information for the buyers, and Cindy emailed back and said, I don't have the information. So we'll see if they chase that down.
Well, it's a website, a buy-sell website, and sometimes all you get is letters for the person's
Well, you guys
username.
may have it. It's Kijiji. Kijiji is owned by eBay, so you guys may have Kijiji there as well.
But it doesn't give you a lot of information about the person.
No,
it's pretty anonymous. The transaction, they leave, that's it.
It's pretty anonymous. So, I mean, I'm sure being government, an organization, if they really want to, they can probably somehow retrieve the information from Kijiji or whoever. But
it's that important to them.
Yeah, or hopefully they don't give us any kind of.
I would feel bad for sending somebody.
Yeah, I mean, like, that really makes a lot of sense, right? But hopefully there's no consequence to us either because we'll
There's
see.
no consequence. We didn't do anything wrong.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
We didn't. We're allowed to sell them. I don't have the information. That's that. It wasn't told ahead
So you guys
of time.
can probably see why I never win any arguments.
There is no consequence. We didn't do anything wrong. What?
Yeah, exactly.
And they can do that, yes. Has nothing to do with me. If it means that much, they can do that.
I'm not arguing, dear.
Okay. Our job was to comply one way or the other. We're doing that by getting rid of the rabbits, which they were okay with us humanely killing them, which I don't see how that's better than not having toys. But they were okay with that. Instead, we're getting rid of them. Well, I don't know why you're smirking at me.
You're getting all fired up.
We are within the requirements, and they said that they're fine with us selling them.
Yeah.
And now the cages will be sold separately. Because I don't need to know what the people buying the cages are going to use them for.
Yeah. We did think about keeping a few just to, because they will work for quail and things like that, but we have enough. We have enough.
I have such low blood pressure, actually.
So, yeah, it would take so much to get her blood pressure up. Cindy's got the opposite problem. Her blood pressure is pretty low.
And I've tested it when I was fired up, and it doesn't make one bit of difference, which is good, I guess. Hi, Scotty.
Scotty, welcome in. You're missing all the action here with Cindy getting fired up.
I'm not fired up.
Nope, not now.
It's just you're all stressed and worried that you're not.
No, I'm not stressed or worried.
Not complying. You're
good.
going to get in trouble. You're not going to get in trouble. There's nothing wrong. It's all good.
That's right.
Rabbits are going away. Cages can wait. They're not causing any problems.
True story.
Sorry,
Right.
Karen. I miss Karen somewhere. Hello.
Yeah. Pardon me. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Has Rebecca been doing her lives again, guys?
Yeah, sorry. We don't get online until like the last second.
I know. Had Robbie not texted me to ask if we were going live, I probably wouldn't have even made it on ours.
Yeah. Pretty bad. She's always working on something. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's the perfect season for that sort of stuff. Blankets and hats and sweaters and all that.
I've got a quilt that our oldest daughter made for me a couple of years ago for, actually, was it Christmas or my birthday?
I think it was Christmas.
Might have been Christmas, but so it's nice to have that homemade stuff. And,
a lap quilt for the couch.
And
she made me one too. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And of course, I think she was only 10 at the time, so.
Yeah, with Grandma's help.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner. You know what? We have Christmas Eve dinner at my mom's house, and so Christmas dinner will have a lot of leftovers, and I'm making meatballs. I'm keeping it simple. I don't want to be cooking all day. Just doing crock pot and leftovers. It's good, right?
Yes, dear.
Well, there's always so much food from the day before.
So speaking of homesteading channels, did you guys notice that Living Traditions put out another video? Was it yesterday or the day before?
I think it said like 21 hours or something.
Yeah, it seems like they're putting one out every couple months. Probably try to maintain the monetization and keep some of their viewers from unsubscribing or whatever.
Yeah, I really thought their last video was just like, it was within the 6-month mark. So I didn't expect another one for 6 months.
Yeah.
Robbie, that sounds nice. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That is good.
Excuse me, I'm all sniffly.
Yeah.
Sinus headache.
Hoping it doesn't get any worse before Christmas, but two of the kids have been pretty sick.
Yeah, since Wednesday, the first one.
The
Then
first one.
I was Thursday, and then
Becca had went down first with.
And then one of our boys was Friday. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, glorious.
Light fevers and just laying on the couch feeling miserable. Not me, but
Not yet.
not yet. I don't do that. Just the one time.
How about you guys? What's your go-to Christmas meal, guys? You can throw it in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
What your main dish is normally at Christmas time?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, sounds very busy. That's good. Do you get much time off work? That sounds like a full schedule.
It does, but I think Robbie gets to work from home a fair bit too.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's nice to be able to make your own schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Someday.
Someday. You're off this week, Robbie? Nice.
Are you also off until the new year?
Christmas omelets.
Ooh, we've been having a lot of omelets lately. What's in a Christmas omelet?
I was just gonna say the same thing, John. What's specifically in a Christmas omelet? Anything different?
Turkey and ham, pork loin. We just had pork loin, and I was considering ham, but I think that's might be part of Christmas Eve dinner.
We may end up having a turkey. We have one that we may or may not have to process before Christmas. We have one that's not doing so well. One of the male turkeys that I think
not ill,
but got in a fight, and I don't think he's quite gonna recover. So
he can't walk.
Is he still not walking at all?
No, he's just sitting.
So
it's been a few days. He just sits there.
I think he took some brain damage.
Nice. Not working again this year. That sounds great.
Soon. Hopefully soon for me as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice, John.
Omelets are great. It's like pizza. You can just have so much variety.
We eat a ton of eggs.
Yeah. Actually, we're not getting enough eggs now for all the ones we eat because the chickens and the quail and the ducks are all slowing down a little.
Yeah.
The ducks are almost on strike.
It's that time of year. But with the ducks, they almost may as well slow down because since they don't use a nesting box and they just drop it on the ground wherever they are, there's pretty good chance they'll freeze here over the winter months.
True. But we've had a lot of egg sales too.
Yeah,
so
we've been crazy busy selling eggs. Fortunately, they never said anything to us about that because it is illegal for us to actually sell eggs. I don't know about you guys, but for us, everybody does.
But we don't know that.
But typically, and I don't think it's provincial law. I think it's a federal law. But anyway.
Other people have signs at the road too. Yeah, and they commented on it. They're like, so you sell eggs, but you don't sell meat or anything because they're more concerned with that.
Yeah.
So I didn't care.
They drew a line, I guess. Hickory smoked turkey at Sam's Club, $30 off. Very nice.
I like that.
And green peppers in the omelet. There by red and green. I like it. Yeah, definitely.
And waffles sounds delicious. We don't have waffles these days unless they're cheese waffles.
No, but sausage sounds good. Yeah, so trying to think what else is happening. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, we did post on our community tab because we are now getting turkey eggs.
Yeah, 3 so far.
Yeah, so as you know, we this is our first year with the turkeys, and we got them as chicks in the spring, and we only ended up because we got 4 turkeys because we weren't able to have them purchase them sexed. So we got 4 with hopes that we'd get more females and males, and we ended up with 3 males and 1 female. And 3 days ago, she started laying, and she's giving us an egg each day. So we're going to have to crack them open and see if they're fertile.
At least one.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe we can start hatching some turkeys. It's not really the ideal time of year, but hey, we're going to have that empty barn anyway, as far as if we have to have a spot to keep some chicks.
It would be a nicer spot for brooders than our
Exactly.
basement.
So the process, we're already thinking, okay, what can we do with that space? Because yeah, it seems, as you guys know, we built those barns specifically, especially that barn was specifically made for the rabbits. It was set up for it. And when we did the goat barn, I made that specifically for goats. That's why it's got the half door, etc., etc. So now it's like, okay, what are we going to do with that building? Because we don't want to expand the quail operation. I mean, there's not that much demand for it, and so I think it will be a good spot for the brooders.
Yeah, it's always going to be put to use. There's never
Yeah.
too much space.
Because especially since it is insulated, so I mean, we can definitely throw some heat lamps in there, and we should be okay, I think.
That'd be nice. 'Cause I don't love having them in the house, even in the basement, because they make such a dust all the time.
Exactly. Not to mention it, we always had to keep it open, right? Because even though it's insulated, we had the ventilation for the rabbits. But once they're gone, I guess I can probably close up the ventilation over the winter, so it'd be a little warmer in there with the heat lamps running. But anyway, that's just me thinking out loud. That's assuming that the turkey eggs will be fertile, and maybe we can try to get a start on that, and maybe make some money on it, because we don't really enjoy eating a lot of turkey. I won't lie to you. We'll prefer chicken over turkey. Most people do, but at the same time, if it's something people are interested in buying, then we're all for that.
Mm-hmm. So here we'd have to, if it was for meat, we'd have to send it to an abattoir to be processed properly.
Yeah, I don't know what your rules are where you guys are, but here they have to be inspected, right? So we can't butcher anything ourselves and sell it.
Which is fine by me, because I really don't want to go through that to sell.
We would have to send it off to get butchered at a meat processor. That's why we don't bother with that stuff, because it's like, I can't imagine how you make money that way. Because if you're processing it yourself, you don't have that extra cost. Where if you got to pay, I don't know, $5, $6, $7 a bird or more probably to get something butchered and processed, I imagine that really cuts into your profit. So,
but people might be willing to cover that cost to get a fresh turkey. I saw somebody in line at the grocery store today in front of me, and they had a turkey, and it was like this big. I'm thinking our turkey has to be at least 2 to 3 times that.
Well, these things are huge. Yeah, like I had to move that one. I separated all the toms, and to move them, it gets a struggle. Like, they're heavy, and when they start flapping around, it's like, quite the wrestling match. But that's one thing I did notice, is they're a heavy bird. So
yeah, it's not just feathers.
No, not like the geese. If you grab the geese and pick them up, geese and ducks are funny that way, right? They look so plump and everything, but they're not super heavy.
Hi, Faith.
And hi, Faith. And but then you get these turkeys. You grab onto them, and it's like, wow.
I know, he was moving them just a few feet, and he picked them up, and he's a strong guy, but he was like, oh, open the door.
Yeah, open the door. Get out of the way.
So
yeah, it was a struggle. I was surprised.
I'm interested to know how much weight one of them has dressed.
Yeah, very much.
Hi, Farmall and Fords.
Yes,
no
welcome in, guys.
Being late.
Definitely appreciate.
We were almost late.
yeah, almost. Made it though.
Thanks to Robbie.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we weren't 100% sure we were going to do it. I knew Cindy was under the weather. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Do apologize for not making it to your live. Didn't even realize you were back doing them again. But I did hear that we were updated that you finished a hat.
Is that a gift for someone?
Yeah, where's this one going?
It's cold everywhere now, it seems, except Arkansas.
I don't I don't recommend shipping one to Canada. I saw what Robbie paid to have this hat sent to me. I
Wow,
just about
yeah.
fell off my chair.
Yeah, shipping is so expensive. Even a stamp now, the stamps have gone up so much. The kids have pen pals
Yeah,
in the States, and it's just gone up like crazy.
yeah. Part of the homeschooling that Cindy does is just to kind of explain that is we really encourage pen pals with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they have pen pals in different parts of the U.S. I think Kentucky.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. A few
One
different.
one of our kids has a pen pal in England. And
Yeah.
when I sent that first letter, I was like, okay, well, we can do a little bit of maybe emailing once in a while or stretch these letters out because it's like, I don't know, $3 just to send a simple letter.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And they like to send little trinkets or stickers or, things that could up the price, which is fine. But
Hi, Anthony.
hi. Thanks
Okay,
for
Anthony.
joining us.
Anthony, are you
Which London?
which London? But are you in London, England, or London in Canada? Maybe there's more Londons, but those are the two
No doubt.
those are the two that I know of. So.
Oh, thanks,
UK.
Pharma and Forts.
Awesome.
Yeah, we were frustrated too, but it's coming along, and we've got new plans for the space. So
It's funny, Anthony, because we were a British colony, which you would already know that, I'm sure. A lot of the towns and cities, especially in the area that we live in, were all named after towns and cities in England.
yeah.
So that's why I say which London, and because it pretty much, I would say, majority of the towns or cities you go to in this part of the country all have the same name back in England.
Yeah. Once we went to go to a Canada Day thing. It was actually it was in England, but we went to the street at Trafalgar Street. I don't know if this is with you or before we were married, and there was nothing there when we got there. And it turns out it was actually in England. They were celebrating Canada Day. But the street names and all the place names. We also have a Paris, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Shane, that whole situation was pretty frustrating for us, and but it'll all be behind us pretty soon. Sorry guys, I'm looking off over here because I actually have the chat up on a bigger screen, just so I can make sure I don't miss anything. So what else we got? You're all calm again.
Yeah, I'm good. Favorite Christmas carol? Oh, question.
Oh, a carol.
I like O Holy Night. I don't know if that's considered a carol. And I also like Mary Did You Know.
Yeah, those are good choices.
But yeah, those are my favorites. You?
A carol? I'd probably go with yours as well. Christmas songs, like if you're talking like songs on the radio, then I like Santa Baby. I like Cold Outside. Things like that. But
yeah, those are good. And
how about Christmas movie, guys? If we're on that topic, I guess this is basically our Christmas live. I really never thought about it, but we won't be.
12 Days of Christmas. Nice. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
I like the original Jim Carrey version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I think it's hilarious. Home Alone, yeah, good.
Nice.
Randy Travis is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Little Drummer Boy. Good choices. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I don't. I don't know if I have one.
It was your question.
I know. I was just putting it out there.
There's a lot of good ones. The National Lampoon Christmas
Oh,
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
That's classic.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is there?
Like there's so many that you think of it afterwards and you're like, oh, of course. But we haven't had time for movies this year.
No, barely have the patience to sit through one. I've got a book I'm trying to read, and when I was working midnights, I try to read it before bed, and I wouldn't even get through the first page. I'd read the same paragraph over and over again and just put the book down because, like, yeah, it's not happening.
It's perfect to get you to sleep.
Yeah.
Robbie and Sonia, you guys
Santa
really
Paws.
like the classics. Those are good. Santa Paws, okay. I'm familiar with the books. Not sure I've ever seen the movie.
I don't think I have either.
The books might not be connected to the movie, but I know there are some with that name.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We got to go to the theater not too long ago.
Yes.
I forget the movie we watched. It was a kids movie because it was
Yeah,
my employer had put together a movie day as part of the like for families with kids. So
I can't remember what movie it was. It was
I feel like
number 2 of.
Was it Zootopia?
Yes, that was it.
Okay. Kids enjoyed it anyway. They were talking about how all it's kind of worked out well because they kept saying they had seen previews and they were looking forward to seeing it. They
And
wanted
we
to
never
see
go.
it. Yeah, we don't go to the theaters.
When
very
we do
often.
go, it's when they have cheap ones that are older movies.
Yeah, nothing new.
So that was exciting. A Christmas Story.
Christmas Carol. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. It'd be nice to have all the time to just sit and binge watch all these and snack.
Yeah. Hopefully soon. Yeah, because we usually try to do that as well, Robbie. Try to kind of sit down a little bit before.
Yeah. We always put on Frosty the Snowman. It's like 30-some minutes long while we put up the tree. Yeah. Sometimes Rudolph if the first one ends too soon.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. I like that video, the short you put out, Robbie, with Bert. Bert, your rooster.
Yeah, he pointed it out to me. He's like, "There's Bert."
Yeah, there's my little buddy Bert.
And I was like, "What?" And then I remember.
Yeah, that rooster's got a mind of its own. I like it. Of course, I don't have to deal with him, so.
Funny. Have you come up with your own movie yet?
No.
No.
I'm drawing a blank. To be
I have a
honest with
bunch more that I like that I can't think of too.
For Christmas.
Yeah. I know.
There's certain ones I've never even watched. Like I've never watched the Polar Express or.
I've put it on for the kids, but I've never sat down to watch it myself. Just bits and pieces. He's been a good rooster.
Of course he has.
Must be the name.
Yeah, it's the name. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. I'm running out of topics. Not that I had very much to begin with, but
yes, Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation's a funny one. It's yeah.
I like when people put up the decorations of the guy in the robe with the hose.
Oh yes, yeah.
Once in a while, somebody will have that.
The cousin Eddie. Eddie. Everybody has one of those.
Yeah.
No, it's should be pretty good. We got to try to get a few visits in over the week, but
hopefully after we're healed.
That's going to be recovered. Yeah, that's the hope. Nobody gets super sick, and
because it goes in. It's like a relay race. It's
like
the whole
dominoes.
family's not getting sick at once. If the first person starts to recover, somebody else gets sick from it.
Well, I can tell you how it's going to work for me because it's always the same. I will manage to stay okay until I finish work. Somehow it's like my body does it. I don't know how. I can usually push through. Everybody can be sick, and I can usually push through. And if there's a chance there's a break in my work schedule, that's when it's going to get me.
That's not a bad thing, though.
It's not a bad
Better
thing,
than working when you're
but
sick.
yeah, but it's still, it is frustrating. You know what? I forgot about Die Hard
I've never
supposedly as
seen
well.
Die Hard, but
No?
I know people keep calling it a Christmas movie because it happens at Christmas or something.
Oh, we should go back and check it out because there's, well, I think there's like 3 of them.
I
But,
assume it's an adult movie, not so much for the kids.
It's been so long I don't even remember, but I would assume we'd probably want to watch it alone at first. But Home Alone's another one. I've seen them, but I don't know if I've actually sat and watched them all the way through because I have a hard time.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I have a hard time sitting through a movie.
Me too.
Yeah, okay. That's what I kind of wondered. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's like the Christmas Vacation and
Yeah, Christmas Vacation is another one similar to that. It's not exactly a wholesome. David?
I think
No.
I've seen advertisements on Facebook, but I don't really know anything about it.
No.
Is that Angel Studios or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Almost wouldn't be surprised if it was because they seem to come out with a lot of decent movies.
Are they also the ones that do
Homestead?
Homestead?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it started as a movie too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was an interesting idea where it was a movie, but it wasn't a complete movie. It was meant to go into the show.
So, hey guys, I don't want to forget. I did notice that Jack Dyer had kind of put in our group text that they're not doing their live tonight. As far as I know, Robbie, maybe you can clarify, but Money Pit, I assume, is still doing theirs. And Hippie Callier Homestead usually goes on after us. I assume they still are. So we'll do the run through. So Hippie Callier should be doing theirs next, guys, and then followed by Money Pit Homestead. And then the Wild Huckleberry, Robbie and Sonia will be doing theirs, I believe. And Jack has posted that, or let us know he's not doing theirs because they're doing a lot of family stuff right now. And then I don't know if Red Dirt Road Rooster, did I say it wrong again? Anyway, I'm not sure if they're doing theirs. Red Dirt Rooster Road, if they're doing theirs or not. But if you watch the chat, Robbie probably knows, and he'll probably verify things for us here.
Maybe Farm to Table. Yeah, maybe they will fill in. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, Robbie's.
And Putty Cat, yes, Elf is another one that I do love.
Okay. So yeah, basically, I think I got it right as far as we know. So don't forget, if you're interested in these lives, guys, follow up with some of these other channels. There's a whole slew of us on Sunday evenings like this, and if you remember, because I'm really bad for remembering, it actually starts an hour before us with Rebecca. So hopefully all tune in. So we're going to start wrapping this up because we don't want to cut into anybody else's time, and we want to make sure you guys all have a very Merry Christmas, very healthy Christmas, and a healthy, happy New Year. Yeah. And we hope you're all very blessed and enjoy your time with your families.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, really do appreciate that.
Have a relaxing week if you can.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, the holiday stuff is fun, enjoy it, but it can also be very tiring. So take some time to relax afterwards.
Take some time to enjoy each other. All right, guys. So God bless, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, guys.